Thanks for joining us, Elle and Jennifer. We're going to be talking a little bit about Let's Connect, one of our webinars that we've had in the past. I think it was in January. If you can give us a little bit of information about why we're doing Let's Connect, but mostly an overview first of your organization, how you provide training to the ESL teachers and other workers that are working with newcomers, your mission, vision, history, and purpose. So from each of your organizations. So Al can start and give a little bit of overview, just so that people know who we are. Sometimes they get a little bit confused by SOCM and CESLM, not understanding that they're two separate organizations who are partnering together with the same or similar goals to reach out to newcomers. So go ahead, Al.
For about 20 years now, Cooperative ESL Ministries has been helping churches reach out to new Canadians. We envision a future where churches are key leaders in welcoming and integrating newcomers to Canada. And we empower churches to reach out in love to the immigrants and internationals in our communities. It started with our founder, Madeline Johnson, and an ESL ministry and a local church here in the Calgary area. And shortly after that, she was studying John 17. And through that passage, the Lord really stirred her and called her to begin working with other churches to equip them, encourage them, train the people in those churches to reach out to new Canadians, first of all, with teaching English as a second language, but more than that, to have a heart for people that are new to our country. That really is the heart of who we are. And the Lord loves all of us, all nations, people of every ethnic background. And that's the kind of heart that motivates us today.
And Jennifer, go ahead.
So we are the Southern Ontario Cooperative of ESL Ministries, or SOCM. We are a network of like-minded Christians who teach or volunteer in ESL ministries throughout the regions of Southern Ontario. We want to train and equip others to develop faith-based ESL ministries of excellence through networking and training. SOCM has a monthly prayer meeting, a website, a quarterly newsletter, and up to 2019, an annual fall training conference. In 2020, because of COVID, the one-day training conference evolved into a series of bi-weekly webinars throughout the months of October to May. A bit about the history of SOCM. SOCM started with a few experienced Christian ESL teachers who met and prayed faithfully over some years, asking the Lord for what more they can do to help expand his kingdom through ESL. At this time, some ESL ministries had already started in some local churches, and there was some participation in multi-church regional ESL training events. This developed into a series of conferences in 2006, where hundreds of people participated. At the same time, we were inspired by the cooperative model in Calgary under the leadership of Madeline Johnson. So an idea of a cooperative in Southern Ontario was formed. We have remained a functional informal network, which is fluid and open without formal membership or board since then. We value relationships and we value sharing of resources amongst ourselves and with each other. We're still looking to the Lord to see what more we can do in the days and years to come.
Good job, Jennifer. Thank you. Al, can you please give us an overview of how Cooperative dealt with the 2020 COVID with your training?
Up until our spring training event in April 2020, we had every intention of conducting another live, in-person, on-site event. But when COVID-19 came our way and the restrictions with it, we pivoted to an online format. And from then, April 2020, we have conducted a number of online training events. And we've had the opportunity to collaborate with our friends in the Southern Ontario Cooperative of ESL Ministries and we've conducted a few online events with them. So even though it has been challenging, it has turned out really well. And through the online formats that we have used over this last year, we've been able to have presenters and participants with us from all over the nation and even from other nations. So that's been quite exciting. Even though we were disappointed, discouraged, frustrated at times, it has turned out very well. And we are thankful for the opportunities that technology has brought to us. So we've seized those opportunities and we've spread the message, and I think provided more training and resources to people than we probably would have been able to do otherwise.
So in January of 2021, you had a request to start a webinar that was different than the other training webinars. Can you explain the Let's Connect a little bit, the passion and purpose behind it, and what the expectations are for the gathering?
We provide a lot of training and resources, both Cooperative ESL Ministries and Southern Ontario Cooperative of ESL Ministries. But we felt that there was an element that was needed, and that was for like-minded people to come together and talk, interact with one another, and encourage one another, share stories, listen to each other, maybe do some problem solving, and perhaps most importantly, to pray for one another. And so we did have a Let's Connect online gathering in January of 2021, and it was well received. And with that, we would like to have another one in June 2021, and we'll see how the Lord leads after this. Maybe we'll have more in the future. And it is a great thing that we could do this again in collaboration with our friends in Southern Ontario.
Thanks, Al. So Jennifer, can you tell us a little bit about how your organization got involved with us, with the ESLM, or Cooperative ESL Ministries, and what your goals and expectations are as an organization in Ontario, partnering with Cooperative here in Calgary with the Let's Connect online gathering?
Interestingly enough, when I look back at my communications with Elle, we started communicating in November 2018 when I, as the editor of the SOCM newsletter, asked Elle for permission for reprinting one of your newsletter articles in our newsletter. So we started talking, and after that, we have been talking about strengthening our ties and possible collaboration. So because you pivoted to online training in 2020, we had opportunity to promote your training events in our network because it is online and everybody can participate. So I think in the spring training in 2020, Ontario attendees attended your training. And in September 2020, we had a more formal collaboration where the Southern Ontario Cooperative of ESL Ministries supplied 2 presenters for the training. And from then on, we had the first Let's Connect gathering in January 2021 that I talked about. And we are having another one now.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, that was awesome. It's good to see how 2 organizations from across the country can meet together. And I don't know how that would have worked if COVID hadn't happened. You know, it kind of pushed it on. You said 2018, right? So starting in 2018, 2019, all of a sudden COVID in 2020, and then the partnership formed, kind of God was leading the way. So that's cool. So the second Let's Connect gathering is taking place on Saturday morning on June 5th. Can you give us a sneak peek into what they can expect at the gathering for those who want to for those who want to register for our free tickets? Jennifer or Al can start, yeah.
Jennifer and I would like to offer encouragement and perhaps some vision casting for those who come and join us on the 5th of June. Certainly like to have lots of opportunity. I think this is the biggest part, is for people to discuss and share with each other what's happening in their work with New Canadians. And then we would like to see prayer for one another.
Okay, and so Jennifer, can you give us a little overview of the format? For example, going to breakout rooms and how it will start and end?
So we will start and end with some vision casting, as Ellen said. So it will just be very brief, like I will talk for about 10 minutes in the beginning, and then the main part of the gathering is for dividing into breakout rooms for small groups of you to gather together and share and pray with one another. So we have discussion questions for you that you will share about the joys and challenges of your ESL ministries and so on. And then you can discuss for like 40, maybe 30 minutes and then pray for another 10 minutes. And then we'll come back to the main room to have some feedback from each group via chat to see what you discussed. And then Elle will bring a closing.
Okay. So, and what time will this gathering be running? On Saturday morning?
Starts on Saturday, June 5th at 9 a.m. Alberta time, which is 11 a.m. Ontario time. And we would like the event to be no more than 90 minutes.
Okay, sounds good. So, and it sounds very organized, so and structured, not too structured, but enough structure to keep it flowing. So that's awesome. So, well, thank you guys for doing this. It's awesome that you would do an interview. This is something we wanted to do that was different than a written interview. So thanks for your patience and for coming here to let us know how Let's Connect is going to go and how the partnership is forming and moving on. And maybe we'll see more Let's Connect and more partnership between SOCM and Cooperative. So thanks very, very much.